What's going on, everybody? We're going to get this thing started in 3 minutes. So text your teams, call your teams. We have some great information on this call, and we will be showing you guys the official website that is finally done. So text your teams, call your teams, and we're going to get this thing started in about 3 minutes. Guys, we are starting in 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So text your teams, call your teams. We're going to get this thing started in 2 minutes. Please be patient. And if you do not have a notebook or some pen and some paper, definitely grab that. Starting us in 2 minutes. At 11:05 Eastern, we're going to get this thing rolling. So in about 30 seconds, guys. Just text your teams, send them the link, and let's get after it. Alrighty, it is 11:05 Eastern. We're going to get this call kicked off. Well, welcome to the Alliance Thursday night skill set mindset call. My name is Mike Sotero. I'm 20 years old. I'm an executive leader out of Miami, Florida. And I'm just fired up, guys. I think the Alliance has finally come together, and this platform is basically 99% done. We have all the tools needed. And really quick before I jump into the content, I'm going to show you guys kind of how to scroll through the website. So if you haven't seen the website, it's thealliancejourney.com. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share my screen. So give me 1 second. And I want you guys to go through this, after this call. So you guys go to thealliancejourney.com. You guys are going to see the promo video, the mission statement on the bottom. And I talked to Spencer today. The final video will be done in the next 2, 3, 4 days, which that video will be here. And then the reason why we didn't want to call this tab opportunity, why we called it audience, because we wanted to use this tab for you guys to send to your prospects, to send to new people. So let's say, I'm going to send my friend Mike, the audience tab. Like, hey, Mike, go to thealliancejourney.com. Check out the audience tab. Right here is the first 10 minutes of Rise, which is all the problem. So, sometimes you got to create a problem for some people for them to really understand. So maybe your friend's being really hard-headed. Maybe he needs like a 3rd or 4th exposure. Send them to this tab, have them check out the problem, and then I personally filmed a flipbook presentation for the solution. So here's the problem, here's the solution, and it's right under each other. So in 20 minutes, this could be like a 3rd and a 4th exposure. And if you're wondering, how do I do the Vima flipbook? How do I do the flipbook? Come to this video. It's literally 7 minutes, and I do the flipbook really fast on the Hangouts on Air. So I think we all need to utilize this audience tab. And then this tab right here, your journey. If you click their journey, this pops up, the PDF. And I'm going to go through this really quick. And I want everybody to understand is that when somebody new gets started, we're doing a journey session. That's what we're calling this. A 20 to 30-minute journey session with somebody. So really quick for the people that have not seen the new journey, make sure you guys get a copy of this. Throw all the other, I know we had a lot of other copies that were on the teams. Throw that out, copy that information, put it in here. So, this is the first page, the commitment. Then you have the personal profile. So you're going to sit down with somebody. You're going to go through this with them in their first 12 to 24 hours. Guys, it's so important when new people get started. We give them a journey session and we go through this with them. So you have that. You have the dreams and the purpose. Get them really thinking, what does your dream life look like? Philip, what are you going to miss out if you don't make this work? Sam? Talk about the keys to success, the work ethic, the attitude, being coachable. Hitting the first rank of bronze, which is very, very important, specifically in the first 5 to 7 days. Making a quick list of 20 customers, a quick list of 20 affiliates. And the reason why we did 20 instead of 100, because this is supposed to be like a launch. So after I finish the journey session with my newest affiliate, I'm going to call these customers. I'm going to call these affiliates that same day. And this is the approach with the customer. Taste, share, follow up. Let them taste the product, share a tool, and just continue following up until they're ready to get some product. And then the game plan. When you sit down with somebody, you need to make sure they understand this. Hey, John, you invite, we're going to present, they're going to decide. That's it, man. If they don't want to do it, it's not for them. But we'll sort through the deck of cards and we'll find the few aces. It talks about the system of leverage. Talks about the game plan and how we're going out there. And we're not inviting people to hear about the Alliance, guys. We're going out there. We're telling people about it. So it's really quick. I'll hit on this really fast. Number 1 is you're building rapport. Hey, John, how's everything going? Number 2 is you're making a statement. Hey, John, how's everything going? I got to tell you about the Alliance, man. I just partnered up with them. It's a group empowering people to do better physically and financially. These are my goals this year. What are your goals? And it's so important when you're going to go out there and ask people what their goals are, because you're going to know whether they want to make more money or they just want to get in shape. So let's say, John replies, he's like, yeah, I want to get in top shape, but I'm kind of content right now. I don't want to make money. I'm not going to talk to him about making money at that time. Maybe he can become a customer in the beginning and then become an affiliate later on. So when you ask them what their goal is, this is what you're going to do. Is if they have a physical and a financial goal, you're going to send them Professional Fitness Alliance and thealliancejourney.com so they can watch the promo video. But if they just have a physical goal, just send them to professionalfitnessalliance.com, have them watch that, and then you can get onto the leverage exposure. Let's say they just have a financial goal, have them watch the promo video, and then the leverage exposure. Everybody needs to write this down. You need to become leverage for your team. And if you're brand new, you might not be leverage right now, but eventually you will. So let's say my friend John doesn't have a financial goal, and this is something that you guys are going to come into interaction with, so definitely pay attention to this. John doesn't have a financial goal, but he has a physical goal. So when I leverage John to meet Adam or to meet Pat, I'm going to tell Pat and Adam not to talk about, really a lot about the income that they've made, but talk about the physical transformation that they've had. So it's like everybody's going to be becoming a customer or an affiliate. Hopefully that makes sense. And if you have any questions on that, we can definitely talk more after. But moving on, hosting a PBR, staying connected, the checklist, you definitely want to go over this with the new people. How to handle objections, something that they're going to hit on. They're going to get, their first, couple of times they approach people. Maybe they're skeptical, the time, the money. Just kind of go through this with them in their journey session. It's so important. And then, how to follow up, why it's so important that following up. You guys can see the numbers right here. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. Stop trying to close people out right when you talk to them. 3% on the second contact, 5% on the third, 80% on the 5th to 12th contact. I wish I had this. I wish I had a journey when I first got involved. And then here's the close. Let's get your name in the system, some product on the way. Let's get your, your website and app up and running. Most importantly, Philip, let's partner up. and help you become a huge success story within the Alliance. How does that sound? And then this last couple pages is, understanding that this is a journey. We didn't call our system the journey for the hell of it. We called it the journey because it is a journey. And there's things that you guys need to understand. So if you're new, it's like, okay, why network marketing? Why leverage income? Should you quit your job? No, you shouldn't. Should you drop out of school? No, you shouldn't. Will it be worth it? Of course. Should I find a mentor? Yes. Why a system, which is the journey? Because it's going to save yourself time, energy, money. Guys, maybe you're on the call right now and you're like, damn, nothing's been working out for me. I've been trying to do my own thing. Well, guess what? It's not working out because you're going out there and you're doing it yourself. You're not using the power of leverage. You're not using the journey. You're not following what everybody in the Alliance needs to follow, which is, the journey. Everybody should be on the same page, really, after tonight and after this week. And then it talks about starting a business and launching a business, and talks about, let's launch. So I think you guys should I know for a fact, all you guys should go out there, print out the new journey tonight. And then if you come back to the website, thealliancejourney.com, we have a personal development tab where we have some of the top videos that everybody should be, seen or be watching on a daily basis. Really good videos. And then the inspiration tab is more like some Eric Thomas, a little bit motivation. So if you're ever feeling down, hop on the inspiration tab. Some recommended books. The Alliance Campfire, really good tab that my buddy Alex Klopp put together. So right here are all the webinars. So you guys can easily click the Alliance Campfire. You guys should be on the Facebook page. That's how you knew about this webinar tonight. And you guys can just come see it right here. Everything's right here. Sunday leadership call. Here's the number and the pin. Women's empowerment every Wednesday. PFA webinar every Wednesday. Right there. And then last but not least, we'll hit on the mentorship tab. And this is something I want everybody to write down tonight, is when do you want to be a platinum leader in VIMA with the Alliance? 50 cycles. Because when you hit 50 plus cycles, you get your name, your rank, and your Facebook put on this website. So these are some of the leaders that we have in the Alliance that are platinum and above. So your goal is, 50 cycles in the next, 3 to 6 months, and get yourself on the website. So guys, I'll say it one more time, thealliancejourney.com. Check that out tonight and go through it, print out the new journey. So, and one other thing I want to talk about the website and the journey is that, guys, it costs a lot of the uplines a lot of money. Yeah, some people are cycling more than others, but we have to understand is that it took the website and the journey like 3 to 4 months of a lot of uplines time, including myself and a lot of other people. So Alex Klott is basically like the treasurer for the Alliance right now. So, we're taking donations of like $2, $3, $4, whatever you want to put in, just so it's a fair, it's a fair scale. Some people have done it, so definitely thank you. Because this is going to be a project that we're working on forever, guys. We're not changing things up like we used to. We're not changing the name, guys. It's set in stone, and it's just going to help all of us if we, work together. And we really are an alliance, a group of all different teams coming together. So, just a quick side note. So cool. I know I talked a little bit about the journey session. So kind of, under those notes, I want everybody to write down the mentality that you need to have with a new person. And here it is. You treat everyone like the next presidential, but you act like they're quitting tomorrow. And if you were at the Super Saturday, I talked about this, launching a new person. So you do that journey session. And then here's the mentality that you have to have with John or Miranda or Amanda, somebody brand new. Treat him or her like the next presidential, but act like they're quitting tomorrow. And this is why. Is because in network marketing, there's something called an interest gap. An interest gap. And this has nothing to do with, stocks or anything like that. And basically, it says that each day where there's no result in a new person, they lose 25% belief level. So each day, I just got started, and I don't make money tomorrow, 25%, so 75% belief, then 50, then 25, and then 0, and it talks about how after 4 days they're out. And if you've ever enrolled somebody and then you've never talked to them before, maybe they went on the MIA, they went missing, you didn't know where they went. That's why. It's because their belief level dropped. So it's so important that we go out there and we find the NPOMs, the NPOM, new possibility of momentum. Write this down. So it's NPOM, and it stands for new possibility of momentum. So the goal is to go out there and find these new possibility of momentum people. So when somebody new joins your business, you take them through the journey session. You let them know this is an emotional roller coaster. You understand, you help them understand what they get paid when people say yes or no. But you got to find that NPOM. So when I first enroll, I'm not an NPOM yet. So what is the definition of a new possibility momentum? Somebody that does 2 home events or 2 PBRs in their first week or two, first like 7 to 10 days, and they sign up 2 people. So let's say I have a home event, my second day in the business, and I get the whole neighborhood. I get the community, I get all the animals, I get everybody at my house, but nobody signs up. I'm not an NPOM. Let's say 3 people show up my first event, and I sign up 2. I'm an NPOM. So hopefully you guys understand that's what we're looking for. And if you're new on the call, or even if you've been in Vima for a year or 2, it's like, I got to be the new possibility momentum. Stop waiting for the company. Stop waiting for, Bodybuild just launched. We have all the things we need. We have all the tools, but you're, at the end of the day, you can't teach momentum. You have to experience it with people on your team. So go out there and personally enroll new people and find the NPOMs through your enrollment tree. So next thing I want to talk about is maybe you guys have had some people on your downlines, or maybe you have people on your team right now that aren't doing anything, that aren't growing, that aren't getting on the webinars. There's a good amount of people on tonight's webinar, but there should be more. There's 900 people in this Facebook chat, in this Facebook group. There should be hundreds and hundreds of people on these webinars, but there's not. And guess what? There are people outside the Alliance wishing they were a part of this. There are people in other companies that, we saw what happened last week with, a company, I'm not going to say any names, but there are other companies out there that they were wishing they were part of Vima. And a lot of them are starting to come over, and we see that. So it's like, you're in the right company, you're in the right place, you have all the stars have aligned for you. So like, what are you waiting for? So maybe you have somebody in your team that's, you're trying to like push them and push them and push them. You're not trying to motivate those people. Go out there and look for the motivated. So stop watering dead plants is basically what I'm saying. And, if maybe you've been watering those dead plants, and maybe you've tried to continue to bring people alive. It's easier to give new birth than to revive the dead. It's easier to go out there and personally enroll your cousin or your friend or somebody at the mall that you meet than trying to bring back people that have no motivation, that are content, in the rat race. But people need to understand is that the trouble with the rat race is that even if you win, you're still a rat. Even if you get to $90,000 a year, $100,000 a year, you're still trading that time for money. And yeah, it's cool and all, but it's like taxes screw you. And that's a completely different subject. So continuing on what I was talking about. So let's say you have 2 or 3 people on your team, and you're focused on, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, 4 months from now, the future, right? Well, guess what? Those people aren't going to take action in 2 months and 3 months and 4 months if they don't start making money now. And I got this from one of these top leaders in network marketing. He talks about how the effort the following month is determined by the previous month's income. I'll say that again. The effort by somebody in your business, the effort the following month is determined by the previous month's income. So if your friend that you just signed up frenzies this week, what do you think he's going to do next month? Or what do you think he's going to do in the future is what I'm saying. But if somebody joins, they don't make money for 3 months, what are the chances of them going out there and exploding in 3-6 months down the line? It definitely goes down. That interest grab definitely hits them a little bit harder. So what I'm telling everybody, especially within the Alliance guys, is that we need to get new people launched, 12 to 24 hours. We got to get people paid, take their calendar, set up their first 2-3 home events. And if you're in the Alliance guys and you don't have a damn calendar, it's like, you have to be organized. There's so many people that are complaining why they're not making money or they're not growing. And it's like, show me your calendar and I'll show you my income. This was like, I think this was last week, all the meetings and the one-on-ones and the personal development. And, it's all of my life is in the calendar, and I just schedule it out. Like tomorrow, waking up at 6:30, going for a walk, hitting the gym, getting right into it in the morning, kind of tired of sleeping in. That doesn't work. So kind of rambled off a little bit. So last thoughts, and then we're going to kind of finish this webinar, is that, the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. The biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. Is that all of us are just getting started in this industry. Nobody in the Alliance has been in Vima for more than like 2.5, 3 years, maybe 3.5 years. There are people that have been doing this for like 30, 40, 50 years. Most of them didn't make any money, like Tom Alkazen, for example, didn't make like a 6-figure income to year 10. till year 10. And then you see, people going out there hitting presidential in 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 years. Even if it took you 15, 20 years, where else can you go out there and create that freedom? At the end of the day, guys, yeah, the money is great, the time's great, but we're doing it so we don't have to worry about any of that. We can do whatever we want, whenever we want, with whoever we want. So here's my challenge to you guys tonight is I want everybody to write a list of things they don't want in their life. So I want you guys to, and post this on the Alliance page. I'm going to do it right after this. Write a list of things you don't want. So title the thing, I don't want, and then a list. Maybe it's I don't want to go to a store and not be able to buy the clothes I want. I don't want to go to a restaurant and order off the price. So I challenge everybody tonight, post it on the Facebook page. Let's blast that thing through the entire Facebook page. Let's flood it. Write a list of things that you don't want in your life anymore. And the people that are serious about this business, they're going to do it, because we can talk about the dreams. You guys are always hearing about the dreams. I want to get this car. I want to get that house. That's all great. That's going to come. But right now, you need to feel some pain, because people do more to avoid pain than to gain pleasure. So tonight, write a list of things that you don't want right now in your life. Not tomorrow, not next year. What do you not want right now? I don't want to have to worry about how I'm going to pay for my car. I don't want to have to worry about how I'm going to feed my kids. Write that list tonight. Make it, as many things as you want. And I encourage everybody to post that on the Alliance page. So with that being said, guys, I'm fired up. We are going into the last week of the rank advancement, starting in about 2.5 hours. I know a lot of people are very close to rank advancing, going bronze, silver, gold. Gold for gold is the 13th and 14th. This is the last week to hit gold and qualify and get yourself out to Arizona. So with that, guys, March 7th, South Florida Super Saturday. If you know anybody in Florida or on the East Coast, we have tickets for that on sale. We have like 45% of them sold out. So grab a ticket for that. So with that being said, guys, I'm excited. Connect with me, and everybody have a good night. Talk to you guys soon.